Hi all, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So today we are going to discuss about Oracle Fusion IR transfer order scenario. So in this particular scenario, the destination organization is going to be 001. So we are going to create the requisition in the destination organization. Why? Because in this destination we are going to receive the material, and the source organization is going to be 002, from where we will source the material. Okay, so as part of this process, I will create and approve the internal requisition in 001 organization, because like I want to receive the material in 001 organization. So once you create and approve the internal requisition, a transfer order gets created in the source organization, which is 002 in our case. Okay, so we will review this particular transfer order, and we will take this particular transfer order. Then we will do the pick release, pick confirm, and ship confirm in organization 002. So once ship confirm is happened at organization 002, we are going to receive the material in destination arc 001. Okay, so once again, as part of this demonstration, I'm going to use the users Kelvin Roth, who is a procurement manager, and for reviewing the transfer orders, pick releasing, ship confirm, all these process, we will use SCM user, supply chain implementation user, who is having job roles related to mm, the transfer orders, pick release, ship confirm, and ship confirm. And here, in comparing with our P2P cycle, which I have loaded the earlier video, so where I have received the material using inventory module. But here, what I'll do is differently. I'll receive the material using self-service procurement itself. So wherever I'm creating the requisition, from the same place I'm going to receive the material as well. Okay, so this is a bit different. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so to start with, uh, I have already logged in as no Kelvin Roth, who is a procurement user. Click on purchase requisitions. Click on more tasks and enter requisition line. So here, enter the item 12,000, V 12,000. So here, if you observe, like as soon as I select the item, the source type gets changed. So again, no, based on the item setups, the source type you can choose. Okay, so now as soon as I enter the item, the now quantity, UOM, price, and the currency defaulted, and source type, here I have two options. Either I want to go with the inventory arc, or like I can source it from another inventory arc, or source it from external vendors like the suppliers. But in this scenario, I'm going to select the source type as inventory. Okay, so as I said, again, based on the items setups, this option will be available to you. Okay, so source organization, okay, let's select, and from here, now I want to receive the material in 001. So here, my destination organization is going to be Seattle, and I want to source the material from Atlanta ARC. So that's why here I am selecting the Atlanta ARC, and here already I have 499 quantity available for this particular item. So click on OK. Okay, select a destination type as inventory. So okay, again, whenever I'm selecting destination type, it's up to you. Like if your destination type is expense, then you can select the destination type as expense. Or if you're going, if you want to see the on hand quantity, all those things, you can select destination type as inventory, right? So click on add to cart. The item gets added to the cart. Click on cart, and from here you can review and submit for the approvals. Okay, so click on submit. Requisition number is 204089. Click on submit. Okay, Okay, so now the requisition was submitted for approval, and again in the recent requisitions section it is showing it as pending for approval. Just click on it and see now, like by the time I have clicked, it got approved. So now the requisition status is approved. Click on done. Okay, so now I have created the internal requisition, and this internal requisition got approved now, and here I have created this particular IR for 001. Okay, so now what the next step what I have to do is, like, I have to review the transfer order, pick release and ship confirm. So now what I'll do is I'll log in with SCM IMPL user, supply chain implementation user, and from here I will review the transfer order, then I'll do the picking and shipping. Okay, so in another browser I have already logged in with SCM IMPL user. So go to supply chain execution and click on inventory management. Okay, so from left right side tasks, click on tasks, and from inventory check for manage transfer, click on manage transfer orders. Here, like as I said, there is a interface program. As soon as your requisition is created and approved, so this particular program what it will do is no, it will interface the records into the destination organization. So basically it's like a process supply chain orchestration interface. This is the program which will push the records into the source organization, right? So now go to supply chain. Here what I'll do is click on additional fields and select the field as a requisition. Okay, because here I don't know my transfer order number, so that's what. So what I'll do is I'm going to source it from 002, right, which is Atlanta inventory arc, and where I'm going to receive this material is in 001 Seattle inventory organization. Click on this and select Seattle, and here no, just give the requisition number created. Okay, click on search. Okay, so since now the program as I said, like process supply chain orchestration interface records program is already scheduled, so that's why you are able to see it. Sometimes, like in the demo instances, sometimes it will take time, but don't worry, like it will show it in another few minutes. Okay, so now this is the transfer order which is already created against this requisition 204089, and the status of this transfer order is open, and interface status, it is saying it as interfaced to shipping. Okay, let me note down this particular transfer order, right? Okay, right. So now click on cancel. So here we are not going to do anything. Click on done. From here again select the picks, create pick wave. Okay, so from here what you can do is uh, this is now create pick wave as part of the order to cash. Also we have discussed about this. So here now in order to cash I have not selected the pick release rule, but here I am going to select so that I can show a different functionality to you guys if you are following my YouTube channel. Okay, so 002%. 002, let me click on search. So in order to cash process, what I have done is first we have done the pick release, then we have done the pick confirm manually, then we have done the ship confirm. So here, like I am pick releasing and pick confirm, I'm going to do it in single step by selecting pick release rule like 002 auto pick confirm. Okay, okay. So then here see, in order to cash process we have selected order type as a sales order, but here I am going to select it as transfer order and give your transfer order number. Okay, So as soon as you tab out, the customer gets defaulted here. So if you see here, the customer has Kelvin Roth. Okay, so basically in Oracle EBS, if you take the IRISO, internal requisition and internal sales order, where you have to define the internal customers, right? So here the requester is nothing but the customer in IR and transfer order scenario. Okay, so I'm going to click on release now, so that pick release and pick confirm both will happen in one single step. So how it is going to happen? You can click on show more. Okay, go to options. See in our O2C flow, where we have selected the create shipments and we have unchecked auto confirm picks. It is unchecked because I have not selected any pick releasing rule, but here I have selected the pick releasing rule, so that now this auto confirm picks also selected by default. Again, this is also based on the release rules which you have created. Okay, so if you are from technical background, don't worry about this. Okay, just make sure that create shipments and auto confirm picks is selected. Okay, so now click on release now. Pick wave will get generated and this is the pick wave number. Click on OK. So basically, like if you have already gone through the order to cash, a pick release documents get submitted. So in Oracle EBS, if you take the pick release report and the shipping exceptions report gets submitted, yeah, here also the same thing. As soon as you do the pick releasing, the pick release programs get submitted in the backend. Okay, so let me go here and let me open another session. Open link in new tab. Go here, go to tools and the click on the schedule processes. Okay, so if you see here the pick slip report program got submitted. Click on succeeded. Okay, uh, it just a minute, you can ignore it. Click succeeded, the request has completed and is in a terminal state. Okay, then why? Okay, so it's waiting for another program. Let's see. Okay, now the click on pick slip report. Succeeded. Okay, republish and select these particular actions, and from here select a PDF document. It's up to you, like you can select RTF or you can select the. So if you select the RTF, you can download the XML and from there you can load it and you can see. Okay, uh, click on open file and here my pick slip number is 101705440. Okay, let me note down quickly. Pick slip is this, then I went shipment number is 60196. Okay, so and now like a staging sub inventory, it's picked from, it has to be picked from stores and it has to be dropped at staging sub inventory. Okay, now close it and go here, and now what happened, see, like we have selected auto pick confirm as yes, so pick releasing and pick confirm is happened in one single step. So now from these tasks I am directly going to do a ship confirm. Click on shipments, click on manage shipments and enter the no shipment number which we have noted 60196 and click on search. Okay, so now this is your shipment details, and if you want you can enter the way bill number, so all those details here, and click on ship confirm. Okay, so the shipment 60196 was confirmed. Click OK. So go back to our flow. So what we have done is now we have reviewed this transfer order using SCMIMPL, and then we have done the pick release pick confirm in both one single step. Now we have done the ship confirm. Now we have to receive the material. Okay, so as part of the procure to pay process, so what we have done, while receiving the material using inventory management module itself, let's say like what we have done is let me cancel. So from here, from inventory management, from tasks, you can select the receipts, and from here, like you can enter the receive expected shipments, and from here you can enter your transfer order, all these things, and you can receive it. But like here, like now I want to show a different functionality. So receiving, you can do it from self-service procurement as well using a functionality called my receipts. Okay, so let me click on this home, and from procurement you click on my receipts. Okay, so don't get confused. As part of procure to pay, I have received the material from inventory management. Okay, and here I want to show that it's not only inventory management, you can receive the material in self-service procurement as well. So to showcase that, I came to this procurement manager, and from here I am going to receive the material. And if you want to receive the material, you can receive from inventory management module as well. Okay, so this is just to showcase how many ways you can receive the material. Okay, so here what is my requisition number? It's 204089. So what I have done basically, like from home, from procurement manager, from procurement, I have selected my receipts. Okay, so as part of my requisitions, like whatever the expected receipts, it is showing here, and my requisition number is 204089, right? So and here it is showing my transfer order number as well. Okay, so click on receive, enter the quantity which you are receiving as one, and if you want now you can enter the waybill and the packing slip number which is shared by your the supplier. In this case, source organization is 002, right? So just click on submit. So a receipt is created, 151636 receipt number is created. Sorry. Right, so now you have received the material. So like as soon as you receive the material, like your requisition 204089 get vanished from here. So what I'll do is like go back home, from procurement, click on purchase requisitions, and click on manage requisitions. So this is the form like from where you can search for your existing requisition, and enter your requisition number 204089. Click on search, click on this particular requisition, and from here you click on view life cycle. Okay, so if you see here like this is the particular requisition line which you have created, and against this particular one shipments and receipts. Okay, here the shipment number is 60196. Okay, okay, and your transfer order status is closed. Earlier it is showing the status as open. Okay, so click on done. Let me see for check for the receipt number. Let me click here. So here it is showing the shipment number. Click on this. So when you click on the shipment details got displayed. Click on done. Okay, so now by clicking on this shipments, we see the shipment details, and see, if you see here, we have another field called receipt. If you click on this particular receipt, so 51636 is our receipt number, 51636, yes. Okay, so this is the receipt, and you just select this particular record and view transaction history in Oracle EBS, where we can see the the receipt, then delivery, right? So here also, like no, you can see the details using view receipt history. Okay, so we have received the material. Okay, click on done. Okay, so this is how the process. So we have created and approved internal requisition, then a transfer order gets created automatically in the destination organization. And again, as I said, like you need to make sure that process supply chain orchestration interface program is running. So like if the program is running, then it will create a transfer order automatically in your the source organization. In our case, it's 002. So you just review and now make a note of this particular transfer order, and using this transfer order you can do the pick release and pick confirm and then ship confirm. So once you do the ship confirm from the source organization, you can receive the material in 001. Okay, so this is the flow about the IR and transfer order scenario in Oracle Fusion. So the same thing now we can call it as IRISO in Oracle EBS. Okay, it's not the exactly same, but like when you have to do with the when you want to resemble the IRISO with Oracle Fusion, you can just think about the IR and transfer order scenario. Okay, so thanks for watching this video, and if you like this video, please like and comment and subscribe the channel, and thanks for watching. Thank you.